Hello, Caleb Danzy here with Danzy Design Build, and today we're going to be talking about how the permitting process works in Herriman City when you are looking to finish your basement. So we apply for the basement finishing permit once we have the plans and design phase completed. So it's important to have the plans completed and all ready to go and have the selections and specifications chosen and really have a really good idea of what is going to actually be happening in the basement. So the city is going to require that you have a full set of plans that are completed with the dimensions and the sizes shown for all the rooms, the doors, the windows, the window wells, and a list of other things. So we normally will be able to go into the city, and the process will be that the contractor applies for the city permit. And the benefit to having the contractor apply for the building permit and the actual basement finish permit is that the contractor knows what the city wants. The contractor will be able to address the questions that the city has more quickly and easily. And that's because the contractor works in this on every project that they do. And typical homeowner probably never submitted a permit application and has never done this before. So we've seen that contractors are able to get permits a lot faster than homeowners just because they're more familiar with the process and how that actually works. So typically the contractor will be the one who spearheads the operation between the city and the project. So we talked about who does that. What is actually in the city permit? So what they're going to require is that we give them the information on where the project's located, what is the scope of work of the project, what are we actually doing. We're going to actually have to submit the plans and show what we're going to do with the space. Where are we going to put the sinks, the bathrooms, the bedrooms. We're also going to have to show it the egress requirements, that those are being met. And we do this after the plans are done, after the plans are designed, after the specifications and selections have been made. So the next thing is, where does this happen? So in the old days, we used to go into the city office quite a bit and actually fill out the application there, bring in the plans and all the other requirements that they're going to have us have and submit those. But today we typically just do it online. So with a lot of the pandemic that's happened, there's been a lot of changes, and for the better, I think. It makes it easier to be able to submit the plans remotely and be able to get that whole permit application filled out and submitted. So once it's submitted, typically it will take between 7 to 10 business days for the city to review that plan, put it through their codes, and have someone actually check and make sure that that is meeting the codes and requirements for what we're doing. And then they'll notify the builder and let him know or her know that the plans are and the review is taking place and that it's ready to go. So at that point, we make payment for the permits, and we can actually pick those up in person or we can print those out depending on the city. And then we're ready to start construction. So the reason why that you need to have a permit on your basement is because it ensures a minimum level of safety and building requirements in your home. And you may ask, well, why do I have to ask permission from the city to do what I want with my property? And that's a good question. But the reason why is because a lot of people buy and sell homes, and when you sell the home, it becomes somebody else's property. And the city wants to ensure and make sure that all the homes and buildings in their city are meeting the minimum code requirements for safety and life safety measures, basically. So that's one good reason why we need to make sure that we get our permits filled. The other reason why is the actual contractors are required to only work on projects that have a permit on file with the city office. And so it's for also legal reasons that way too. Also gives you some safety and a level of peace of mind knowing that the inspectors will be coming throughout the phases of construction to verify that the work is being done up to minimum code requirements. So that's a little bit about how the permit process works. And then once construction actually starts, we will do a series of inspections with the city and have the inspector come out and verify that the work is done correctly and address any concerns that he or she may have before the approval is given to continue with the work. So that's the permitting process. And if you have any other questions about how permits work for finishing your basement or completing a home remodel, you can reach out to us at our website. It's danzydesignbuild.com. And we can talk to you about that and see how we can help you with your project. And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.